Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are going to be doing some shop from home meals. So if you missed yesterday's video, I'll have it linked down below, but I said that we were in quarantine. So with that being said, I'm trying to use what we have here at the house without having to go to the grocery. In that video, I share pretty much all of our stock. I show the prepper pantry, I show the fridge, the freezer, the deep freeze, and I show my regular pantry. So y'all can kind of get a overlook in that video of what we have on hand. And that's one of the best parts about having stock from anywhere from your everyday pantry, prepper pantry, or freezers, is because if you keep everything well stocked, you're able to do a lot more shop from home meals, and you're able to stay, I feel like, outside of having to do this because we're in quarantine. It really helps bring your grocery budget down, because if you stay well stocked, you can only shop like week to week for stuff you need instead of buying new things every single week. So I have been sharing my stock on here for a while now. I've always kept a well-stocked pantry, fridge, and freezer. And this is one of the perfect examples of why I do this. It's because now we're on a lockdown. And I really wanted to take this time and see how many meals and what we could do at home instead of us having to get groceries delivered or having a family member bring anything to us. So I have got, I think, 4 shop from home meals for you guys today. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and let's go ahead and get started. We are going to be making some chicken spinach wraps, and we're going to use some tater tots and some onion rings. So for today's video, I'm going to kind of do just shop from home meals that we come up with everything that we have here at the house. So just kind of gives you some inspiration to look around at your deep freeze, freezer, fridge, pantry, stock up whatever you have, and just come up with meals. It can be for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So this one can be a lunch or a dinner. For us, we are having it for lunch today. So I've got some spinach. I have got some chicken strips. I'm just going to cook these in the oven according to package directions. I'm going to put some honey mustard on mine, but we have other dressings in the fridge that the boys can use. Got some soft shell tortillas, Colby Jack cheese, and then for our side, we're going to use what's left. I'm cleaning out the freezer from like 1/4 of a bag of tater tots and some onion rings. So this is one of those perfect throw together lunches. For the next shop at home meal, we're going to make a homemade pizza. And this is everything. This is the smorgasbord that I've got. So I pulled this pizza crust from the pantry. I have more in the prepper pantry, but I'm just gonna do one for lunch since we're, you know, it's just us. Since we are home all the time now, I'm trying to cook smaller so we don't have a bunch of leftovers. So we're just gonna do one pizza for lunch. So I've got this. I'll just follow the directions on the back of the bag to mix it up. I pulled some marinara out of the fridge. As you can see, it doesn't have much left, so this is perfect to use this out of the fridge. We're gonna use up some cheese. I've got a little bit of Monterey Jack, a little bit of mozzarella, and then if I need more, I will use some of this Colby Jack. I literally have like 3 or 4 pepperonis. So we are gonna use those, and then I have like 2 pieces of bacon in here and a chicken tender. That was left over. The chicken is left over from the wraps that you've seen in the previous recipe. And then the bacon's left over from breakfast. So I'm just going to put all that on there. I don't see why not. And it uses up leftovers. So those are our protein options. Of course, you can use whatever you got. That's the joy of shopping from home, is you just use whatever you got on hand and make some yummy recipes. Just to go with it, I'm going to heat me up these green beans. These were left over from dinner last night, so I'm gonna heat those up for me, and then I'm gonna fix a can of corn for the boys, so which I'll probably eat some corn too, but this uses up leftovers, and this was from the pantry. So at first I thought it was a little weird putting a breaded chicken on pizza, but then I got to thinking that's not weird at all, because it's just like chicken parm, and it was really good. Everyone loved it, and this was the perfect shop from home meal. So breakfast for dinner, I feel like, is a lot of people's go-to. I feel like everybody has most of the ingredients to do some sort of a breakfast. I had everything at the house to do homemade biscuits, but I was lazy and didn't feel like making any, so I just used a can of crescents that I pulled from the fridge. Also had some eggs from the fridge, and then we are getting low on cheese, but we're making it work. I've got some Colby Jack and some Swiss there that we'll put on the eggs. And then I pulled a can of Spam from the pepper pantry. We only have 1 pack of ready bacon left, so I wanted to keep it for later in the week. So we just used Spam to kind of change it up a little bit. Last but definitely not least, we had some nachos. So we had 2 bags of the holiday chips that was actually supposed to be for a Christmas party that we were supposed to go to, but we had to cancel that. So we had those. I pulled some taco meat out of the freezer. We had some leftover corn from the previous recipe, and then we had the jar of queso. I keep that in my prepper pantry, and I'm so glad that I did because we were all out of the Sam's Club cheese that I keep in the fridge, and so it was really nice to have that queso on hand to use for taco style recipes. And then I also opened up a can of black beans just to kind of bulk it up and give some extra protein. And then we used a little bit of what was left of the Colby Jack. I'm really trying to not use as much shredded cheese to have for other recipes, but I did end up topping it with a little bit, and then I just bake that in the oven at 400 until it's all nice and heated through and the cheese is bubbly. And this is always a family favorite. And that is it, y'all. I really hope you enjoyed today's Shop From Home What's for Dinner. I hope it gave you some inspiration to check your pantry, your fridge, your freezer, whatever you have, and see what meals you can come up with. Shop from home, save you some money. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.